Hey everyone, this is the Average Halo Gamer. I'm finding myself making another video on this topic, even though I feel like I've said all of this already. But I continue to find myself arguing with people on Reddit, and I see the comments from people on my prior videos that I don't publish. I legitimately feel like the future for Halo Infinite is bright. I don't understand how you can look at the roadmap and the improvements that they announced and think otherwise. I mean, just look at the next two seasons. One of the key complaints regarding the last two seasons were that they were too long, at 6 months. 343 has acknowledged that before, but with this roadmap they are actually making steps to address it. The winter season is 4 months. That is already better than what we were getting before. Now this isn't a numbered season for some reason, but except for only having 30 levels instead of 100, it is a full season for all the reasons that matter. We are getting 2 new maps and a new game mode with this season. Plus, we are finally getting Network Co-op and Forge. They are also finally addressing how we get XP outside of challenges. We also have an event in December and an event in January to shake things up a bit. But then 4 months after the winter season starts, we get Season 3, which is everything we should expect from a season. 2 new maps, new equipment, and a new gun. It also has a full battle pass, as we should expect. It also is finally bringing the custom game browser, in-game reporting, and other quality of life improvements. The best part, though, is Season 3 is only 3.5 months long. They are clearly making progress towards being able to release more content at a regular basis. Just think about it. Without taking into account Forge or Co-op, in the next 7 months, we are getting more content than we have gotten in the last 10 months. You cannot look at that and tell me that 343 is not making progress. Also, considering we have an end date for Season 3, Season 4 will be starting within 10 months, and then we will have gotten 3 times the number of maps within the same time period if 343 sticks to 2 maps per season. Originally, we were told that a season would be 3 months, and they are finally almost there. The next season is 4 months, the following season is 3.5 months. Hopefully, the next one can be 3 months, but even if it is not, this is still them getting content out much faster than before. And all of this is clearly outlined in the roadmap. The only assumption that I'm making here is at the end of Season 3, another season will start, which really isn't much of an assumption. Yet, on Reddit and Twitter, you bring this up and people's reaction is negative. Some are upset about split screen co op, and I'm annoyed by that as well. And I continue to hope that 343 changes course on that and maybe adds it next year. But the general reaction seems to be getting upset about things that have not happened yet, or not letting go of what has already happened. I will be the first to admit that the last 10 months have been less than ideal. It sucks that we've only gotten 2 new maps, and that Season 2 had to be extended to 6 months. I wish Network Co-op was coming sooner, but being upset about that now doesn't change anything. It has already happened. Continuing to bring up the last 10 months, when we have a roadmap in front of us that shows improvements, doesn't fix anything. It just continues to bash them for things that have already happened, and it doesn't allow the community to move on. It also doesn't allow 343 to move on and admit their mistakes, which they have, and show improvement. One of the other reactions I've seen is things could be delayed. A lot of this is tied to the subject to change text on the roadmap. And yes, it is entirely possible that they will have to delay something. It would be stupid to assume otherwise. But again, there is no value in getting upset about something that has not yet happened. All you are doing is dragging down not only yourself, but others in the community. Instead of being happy, or at least cautiously optimistic, you attack this as soon as it comes out. You can claim that 343 has a bad track record all you want, and that just goes back to my first point. We have to allow them to prove that they can stick to this. They said they want to be more open with us about what they are working on. That is something that most of us would want as well. Finally, I'm disappointed seeing a community so determined to convince others not to play this game. Between all the negative reviews on Steam, bringing up Halo Infinite anytime they get, on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, etc., a vocal minority of this community wants Halo Infinite to fail. For them, it doesn't matter what 343 does. They cannot look at the roadmap objectively and see the positives, or see the improvements. This doesn't mean that I'm happy about everything. It took longer to get here than it should have. Forge not shipping with the custom game browser is not ideal. Not having a full season in November. But if this is what needs to happen to allow 343 to get back on the track they need to be, which it appears it is based on the roadmap, I feel good about the future of Halo. The real question is, as a community, can we allow 343 to succeed and carry out their plan? Thank you so much for watching. What are you most looking forward to in Halo Infinite's future? Let me know in the comments. I regularly post new videos related to Halo. Please like and subscribe to know when I release them. You can also check out my website at averagehalogamer.com to find where you can follow me, including on Twitter. Until next time, this is the Average Halo Gamer.